want to assume the starting spot for him?
That's what we're gonna do. We'll bring Jared in to JJ's vacancy. We'll look down and we're gonna look at Timmy and Justin and maybe even James Young, and open this thing up and sort of reward performance and go into it with an open mind and a positive outlook. We all understand the influence that JJ has to our team. I understand it more in a locker room and a leadership level on a court than maybe others do. I should. Statistically, we all get what he represents, but we will handle it sort of with those things in mind.
Are you concerned about the shooting from three without him in there? He's obviously such a threat.
What do you think?
Yes.
It's always, the thing. And, interestingly, Joel kind of was guarded single coverage in London. And, if you're looking to score, he's obviously going to be featured by me and us. And it'll be interesting, I think, to see if Boston continues to decide to play him single coverage. We feel good about our preparation, whatever they do. But the shooting is always on our mind, and it's especially on our mind when you don't have your best shooter.
Brett, with a guard out of the lineup, is there any extra urgency to get Markelle out there, or is that very much like he'll be ready when he's ready?
I think more of that, Kyle. I think that this doesn't shove anybody into a place that is rushed or expedited because of JJ. Like, we see the world with a far longer lens as it relates to Markelle. I hear your question, but it doesn't influence an anxiety on anybody's part to push him back sooner than he should be.
When you talk about empowering players or building them back up, can you kind of give some examples of what you do to try and get guys going when you do that, coaching tactics, that sort of thing?
I mean, it's more just gut feel, stuff you do with your children, stuff you do with, your wife, your friends. It's just trying to find a genuine angle to show how things aren't that bad, how, successful people have been, either now or in other places. I think vision trumps all senses. I said that for a while. There's nothing like a visual example of the words that we're trying to share. I think putting people, I went way out of my way in Denver to just make up calls for Jared Bayless. Just go at him, and he responded. And so whether it's words or visuals or calling people's plays or just the empowerment of confidence, and we need that within our group, is coaching. And walking that line of that haunting turnover words, how do you balance out that versus empowerment is also a challenge, but that will be the mindset that we approach the next few weeks with, however long JJ is out. And we talk lots about, we wake up this morning, with the 4th ranked defensive team in the NBA. It's the highest we've been since we've all been together. I'm proud of that. They have to continue to see the world through that lens. We're going into a fist fight in Boston. I thought we fought well in Toronto. We did not handle the second half in London the way we need to against, a very elite team. And empowerment, confidence, recognition of who we are, all of that is on my mind.
Jared has played better as a starter than he has on the bench. What do you see that?
I think so. I think sometimes that when you're not having the volume of minutes, it's always hard for somebody like that. His world has been displaced a little bit by JJ, and that's just the ecosystem. That's part of pro sport and the 76ers, where you embrace your role, you try to make your role work. But I think just the empowerment and the minutes and the volume of play calls for him when he starts will be a lot easier for him to get his mojo back. I think it's true with any starter. And I think, for him to sort of inherit JJ's package, and to a point, maybe even minutes, that you can see how that can fuel confidence and fuel opportunity.
And JJ, it's not just the shooting, but his movement and creating opportunities. How do you have to change your offensive movement?
I don't think we have to change it at all. I feel like if you go to Timmy Luwawu, Timmy's a mover. you know, JJ is amongst the league's elite movers. We need to move Jared more. Like, you know, Cov is a little bit maybe ground bound at times, and you've all sort of seen our structure enough to know almost kind of what we're hoping to do. And it's movement, and I think that we don't have to change anything. We just have to do what we do better and reinforce what we want, who we are more, to get like a JJ type of environment you're saying, to get our guys moving a little bit. I think that it is in Jared. You know, historically his world has been stuck in a corner and spotting up, or loop him up to the top and put him in a rub. You know, like we're trying to do more than that, and I think that he can shine in that environment.
What do you like out of James Young? I mean, he just came to you guys
He can
a week or
shoot.
2 ago, yeah.
Next. Truly, like he can shoot. Anytime you can find an identifiable NBA skill, whatever it is, he's a great shot blocker, he's a great rebounder. Like, you don't have to be everything to everyone, and like, you know, it doesn't hurt when your identifiable NBA skill is I can shoot.
I feel like the two-way contract situation, is that even though it's just having extra bodies available for practice, has it been valuable so far this season? What are your thoughts?
I think so. I think it's just, it's funny because I even put my international hat on. Like 2 by 30 players now aren't overseas because they can financially, you know, be rewarded more historically than they have been. And so we keep our own product here at home, and we keep our own product here with the opportunity to do what St. James is doing, to be called up. And for everybody here, myself too, it's like life is opportunities, and James may come out and have like 3 great games, and all of a sudden, you know, you're in the league, and then you're going to be in it for a long time, and that's the risk reward of our league. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I think the two-way players I see with that spirit, and it does help us to be able to have him drive up a car, you know, 35, 40 minutes away instead of come from Erie, you know, and fly in, and I can move people around quite quickly. All those things make the G League program valuable to me.
Brett, the public obviously can only see very small pieces of Markelle, say him taking a few shots after practice. What are you seeing from him behind closed doors when you guys are doing drills, scrimmages, and what have you?
So, like, the last maybe 5 practices, he is the backup point guard. I give him the ball. TJ doesn't have the ball. Markelle has the ball on the other team, the white team. And we play. And I coach him like I'd coach Ben Simmons. And we run plays and we run our structure and so on. And he looks good. You know, he looks good. You can see why he was the first player chosen. Stuff he does with the ball, his ability to get in a lane and like find people. The hesitancy at times we see with the shot is true, it's real. And, you know, he can still impact an NBA game without having to shoot. He really can impact an NBA game without having to shoot. And so that doesn't make him whole, though. It doesn't make him whole. And finding that, you know, what the next step is where he can go into an NBA game and feel more whole than he currently does is the timeline of, okay, well, when does he go play? Today, 6 times I'd put him to the free throw line and say, hey, Markelle, you know, like, you make it, you keep it. You don't, it's the other team's ball. It's 91-92. You know, and he goes 5 for 6. And he looked good doing it. And trying to create, like, pressure situations, give him the ball, integrating with our team. The stuff you ask is, what do you see that others don't see, is that. And I've seen it now for maybe five practices, I believe.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Brett.
you're welcome, Phil.